Welcome, dear readers. Know that through your alignment with these messages, you are in alignment with the energy of the Arcturian group. All is proceeding according to plan, even though appearances look increasingly negative, especially for those who are unaware of the ascension process taking place. You may think you are doing nothing, but each and every one of you chose to be a part of these energetically powerful times in order to provide your energy, experience, and knowledge from hundreds of previous lives to collective consciousness. The energy that emanates from one's consciousness is automatically felt in varying degrees by others, because there is only one. Energy always seeks to align with itself, drawing its own level of vibration. This is why there is the saying, "Birds of a feather flock together," and is also why attraction or repulsion frequently happens between people who do not even know each other. No one can hide their state of consciousness behind a mask for very long, although many try, and a few even succeed for a while. Energy speaks loudly without words or actions, especially to those who live more from within than from without, and have become more aware of energy. Trust your intuition, for it is a powerful tool. Certain places will begin to feel heavy and uncomfortable, because your energy is now resonating at a higher frequency, causing you to be out of alignment with some favorite places, people, or activities. Honor these experiences without resistance or fanfare, but with understanding. There will continue to be times when you must participate in something you have outgrown, but rather than resist, use the occasion as an opportunity to practice staying centered without judgment or criticism of those still in alignment with them. Never attempt to hold onto or restore something you have spiritually outgrown through peer pressure, guilt, attachment, or common belief. Once you no longer energetically align with some person, place, thing, idea, or belief, nothing can make it as it was in a previous state of consciousness unless it moves to your level. This is spiritual evolution. It is very important that you learn to let negative thoughts and feelings flow through and out without claiming them to be personally yours, simply because you are aware of them. The hundreds of negative thoughts and beliefs that float about in collective consciousness are always impersonal because they are not reality, divine consciousness. The moment you claim them as yours, they become yours, and then begin to draw to you similar energy. The only qualities that are personal to you are those of divine consciousness. Begin to claim these qualities rather than every three-dimensional belief about money, health, spirituality, etc. that comes floating into your awareness from the collective. If you find that some similar or same negative thought seems to consistently present itself, it means you are somehow in alignment with that energy, drawing it to you. Use the experience to discover and clear the beliefs that are behind the consistent thought. A good example is a person who always thinks and worries about their health, and who automatically comes down with whatever disease is popular at the moment. Mind in its perfect functioning as an avenue of awareness lovingly forms for every person exactly what they hold in consciousness from the substance of their consciousness. It is not uncommon for someone in the medical field who has specialized in a specific disease to find himself or someone close to him developing that very disease. Do I still accept age, deterioration, and disease as reality? Can God age or deteriorate? If disease was a part of divine consciousness, no person or treatment would ever be able to heal, change, or correct it, for it would be held permanently in place by divine law. Start accepting the truth that you are creators. Because the energy of Earth is becoming increasingly intense and refined, everything is manifesting very quickly, and it is much easier to suddenly discover oneself in some sort of unpleasant predicament when one slips back into old energy. Do not fear, but be alert to what you are feeling and believing in each moment. Practice truth, even though you don't yet fully realize it. The first part of spiritual awakening is knowledge, then the practice, and finally when you least expect it, the realization where it becomes your attained state of consciousness. The next year is going to be one of turmoil, but great awakening, as much of the old begins to crumble. It is important to stay in the now moment, not projecting and worrying about what is now or what is to come. Trust that Earth's ascension is a divine plan, and divine plans cannot be diverted or affected by resistance from human minds that are governed by ego and false information. As increasingly more light flows to Earth and exposes personal and global energies ready to be released, your body or life may seem to suddenly fall apart. Do what you need to do on a practical level, but never forget that there is much more happening than what three-dimensional appearances would testify to. With regard to the physical issues that are popping up for many of you right now, know that most of it consists of old disease or injury energy from past lives that will pass. Love is the highest form of energy because it is divine reality. Love is omnipresent, is what you are made of, and is all there is. This is why you read and hear so much about love in messages from the higher dimensions. Love is the energy that connects and flows between all within one. We have stated this before, but it is very important to say it again, because understanding the true nature of love is the key to everything. Love is acknowledging the divine nature of everyone and everything, including self, along with the realization that you have never been other than this. On the three-dimensional level, love is interpreted through states of consciousness that are deeply conditioned by beliefs in duality and separation. Love has been degraded into meaning sex, power, ownership of another, pain, punishment, or even in some cultures and religious groups, the sacrifice of human or animal life. Love has been and is often still promoted as the giving up of one's own identity in order to serve another person or cause deemed more worthy. Never surrender your innate divine power out of guilt, remorse, or pressure from others, for it is who you are. If a need presents itself for you to serve in some way, let it be your choice, one made in full awareness of your divinity and not something forced upon you by the opinions and beliefs of others. A sense of oneness is being felt by increasingly more people, although most do not yet understand what it is they are feeling. It is beginning to manifest as the result of destructive weather events and the many demonstrations happening around the world. Some who have always lived happily isolated in comfortable homes surrounded by their stuff and like-minded friends, are being forced either from their own experiences or those of others, to begin questioning and examining their beliefs. Compassion, service, and a growing awareness of the problems of others are the beginning steps that eventually lead every individual to a state of consciousness in which no one is left out, a consciousness that understands that no one can be left out of one. You are seeing a great deal of political turmoil right now, which is the clash of old versus new. Those fully enmeshed in the old are unable to conceive of any other way of doing things, while the new is aware of how useless so much of the old has become. Much of what constitutes politics, law, and organized religion is based in structures of power over, and as these things are questioned and begin to collapse, it feels like a death to those who thrive from them. In their ignorance, they are attempting to keep everything as it was, doing all they can through words and actions to maintain the status quo, not realizing that new and better structures will emerge from the ashes of the old. Take heart, dear ones, for all is proceeding according to plan, unfolding as it can. We cannot give predictions, because you the people of Earth are creating the energy that manifests outwardly. We are observers here to assist, but free will means that the people of Earth themselves must do the work of creating the energies necessary to build a new world consciousness. Mankind is now ready to stop looking to stars, metaphysical practices, ceremonies, gurus, priests, experts, or even governments to change things for the better. Every person must at some point stop believing him or herself to be a weak and powerless human being subject to every three-dimensional belief. Reclaiming your power means understanding, accepting, and living life from the realization that all power is already and always has been fully established within you. All are divine consciousness in expression, and consciousness of this is the only way a better world can eventually manifest. It is time for the people of Earth to put on their big girl or boy pants and come out from under the comfortable umbrella of third-dimensional belief. Like it or not, many three-dimensional security blankets are no longer going to work as they once did, because the energy that formed them has changed and is no longer supporting them. Trust that there is a divine plan, you are a part of it, and that all is proceeding according to this plan. We are the Arcturian group,